So I've been on a journey for a while now, at least about 2 years, just trying to find myself. I've been through different avenues, hostings. I've had a podcast. I've worked with the radio station. I've done so many different things from fashion shows that I was just trying to find my niche and find my groove for something that I just absolutely love, that I will want to wake up in the morning and say, I want to do this for a really long time. And I found that with real estate. Hello, my name is Alexus Green, and I am a local real estate agent.
Hey, how's it going today?
Hello, Mark. How are you?
I am doing great. How's life been treating you so far?
Good, pretty good.
Yeah, I see you've been busy, just us talking while we was getting set up. You was already in the move, hustling and bustling. How did it feel?
Yeah, in negotiations right now. Negotiations are going great. We just sent over another counter, so hopefully our offer is accepted by the end of our interview.
Oh, that is amazing. So what first sparked your interest in real estate?
Well, originally, I'm born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan. My grandfather, my aunts, my mom is all in the business of some sort of real estate. My grandfather worked on homes. He helped families get into homes. My aunt as well. So just that motivation for my family encouraged me to go farther and get my license.
So you come from a family of real estate investors, agents, and contractors.
Correct.
How
That
does
is
that?
correct.
How was that?
It was great. I witnessed it at a really young age, seeing my father work on my mom's home, my aunt's home right next door, plenty of families around the neighborhood, helping them get into homes as well, was very inspiring. So that inspired me to want to do the same.
You're still early in your real estate journey. What drew you to take this leap, especially in a field that can be so unpredictable?
Well, I'm a go getter. For one, I'm a hustler. I've been in sales since I was 18 years old. I started working at Google. So, working there and seeing so many ambitious people in the industry in regards to sales, that kind of motivated me to get that hustle and determination to have that confidence to go into real estate.
Every new agent has a first impression of the industry. What's been the most surprising or unexpected part of becoming a real estate professional?
Oh, that it is not what it looks like on TV. It's a lot of hard work. And if you do not have the systems in place, you will feel overwhelmed very soon after actually get into the field. That is something that I ran into. I come from a team, a large team, that did prepare me. They provided trainings, but what one system may work for one agent may not work for another. So that's what I'm kind of configuring right now. The systems that are in place are great systems, but I'm having to learn new systems. Stay active in trainings also, and get into rooms with people that has that high success rate so that you can kind of bounce off of their success as well.
What's been your favorite part about being an agent so far?
Showings. Doing showings, meeting new people, having that excitement bounce off of your first time home buyers to you is an exciting feeling. And then you're a new agent, so everyone's excited. We're all excited to get them in a home. I'm happy to sell a home. So it's just been that excitement and that joy coming from it.
That's amazing. Let's go back a little bit. What was life like for you growing up? How would you describe your childhood?
My childhood was exciting. Born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan. I grew up with tons of friends, tons of family, tons of cousins. The city itself is a really small town. So we didn't have as many opportunities there. So just growing up there, I knew that I wanted to go somewhere not too far away from family because I love my family dearly. But I knew that I wanted more opportunities. And that's when I eventually moved to Detroit, Michigan, and I went to Wayne State University.
Mm. What was the energy like in your house growing up? What kind of music did your household listen to?
The energy was fun and exciting. We listened to Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. Me, my mom, my sister, and sometimes my brother would join in on singing sessions. One of our favorite things to do in the household was play Monopoly. I never won. And as funny as it is now, I'm in real estate, so now I'm a part of that board, and I am pass and go and collecting my 200.
That's what's up. I love to hear it. If it was a Saturday morning and your mom woke everybody up early and said, "We got to clean this whole house," What song was she put on to play?
One of the songs that we played in my household a lot, my sister, my mom, was "How Did I Get Here?" or "No One Is Supposed to Be Here." I forget which title it's clearly I'm showing my age. But "No One Is Supposed to Be Here," and we would go back and forth playing that song over and over and over until the actual Dream Girls roll out, and we decided to play that entire track list completely.
Did y'all ever have your own version of Dream Girls in the house doing your own sing-alongs?
We did, and my sister never allowed me to be Beyoncé. I wanted to be Beyoncé, but I was not allowed that privilege, but, I had the vocals for it.
You had the
I
vocals
had
for
the
it?
vocals for it.
That's what's up. Y'all had singing competitions?
We did, and I was the best.
You was the best, you
I will
always won?
argue yes, I will argue that I was the best.
With your sister right now, if I ask her, would she say you won?
No, she would say that she won, which would not be accurate.
What is the dynamics in your house?
Really close knit. So my sister is 6 years older than me, and my brother is 12 years older than me. So we had that 6-year gap between all of us, but somehow we still ended up together as a family at the end of the day.
Were you more of a quiet kid, careful kid, or were you very adventurous when you were small?
Both. I was quiet and adventurous, or adventurous. Sometimes my mom would say I was a little sneaky. I would sneak and go have fun with my friends when I say I would be studying, but my studying always got completed.
What are some of your favorite activities you used to do?
Dance. I did dance. I did track, volleyball, softball, pretty much everything that I can get my hands on. My mom allowed me to do that. One of my favorite thing was Charming Dolls. I had a mentor. Her name was Miss Donald, the best mentor I've had as a growing young woman. She taught etiquette classes and just how to appropriate ourselves in the community and then also amongst our elders and our peers.
What was your favorite activity out of all those? You said you played sports,
Mhm.
dance. Was dance your favorite activity?
Dance was my favorite, just because I got to have that spotlight at the basketball games, at the football games, on the sideline, and then we got to travel. We got to see other competitors, get into dance competitions as well. It was a really exciteful experience.
Do you do any dancing now?
I do not do any dancing now. I just do a little two-step, and I get on out the way.
You mentioned both being shy and incredibly active.
Mhm.
How did these experiences shape how you show up today?
Well, it has allowed me to come into more of a comfort zone for myself, to speak out more, do interviews such as this. I didn't have that comfortability as a shy kid. I wanted to grow out of that, so that's why I wanted to do things that would get me out of my comfort zone, and then just to interact with more people.
Do you remember the first thing you did that you had to perform in front of a large crowd?
Yeah, I went to a talent show. There was a summer program called the 21st Century Boys and Girls Club. So that was my first experience. I was in a fashion show and I modeled, and the crowd went wild, and I never looked back.
Do you remember your experience on how you felt before walking out on stage?
Yeah, I was nervous. I was extremely nervous. I was backstage telling my mom, "No, I can't do it. I can't do it." And she was right there encouraging me, like, "Go out there and do what you've been doing in practice, and they're gonna love it." And that's exactly what I did.
Once you got on stage, did that fear just automatically go away?
Yes, it alleviated soon as I got on that stage.
That is what's up. I love to hear it. Who was your favorite artist when you were a child?
My favorite artist as a child, I guess as every other young girl, Chris Brown. I had his posters all around my room. I had pins my mom made for me that go on my shirt. I got to wear to school. I had hats, t-shirts. I was a huge fan of Chris Brown.
What's your favorite Chris Brown song?
My favorite Chris Brown song would probably be Run It.
So you legit a OG Chris
A
Brown
legit
fan.
OG fan, yes.
That is funny. So if you were out on your way to a listing and you pull up to a stoplight,
Mhm.
car beside you pull up next to you, and they're playing a song really loud,
Mhm.
and this song instantly takes you back to your childhood, what song would that be?
Hmm, that's a really good question. honestly, I listened to so much music as a child, um, from anything from B2K to Bow Wow to Sierra, maybe Sierra 1-2 Step, because that's what I do now, is a little 1-2 step, so maybe a little bit of Sierra, a little bit of Bow Wow, one of those.
So that'll take you back.
Yeah.
What was some of the your favorite activities to do with your family?
Probably water fights. In the summertime, we used to have balloon fights, the water hose. My brother used to get an entire bucket full of water and dump it on everyone. He'll sneak up behind you and you'll never know. So that was pretty exciting as a kid.
I could just imagine just running around, super soakers, water hose, buckets of
Mhm.
water. Sounds like fun.
Mhm.
Was there someone in your early childhood who saw something in you, maybe before you even seen it in yourself?
Yes. Yes, I would say that my cousin, Ebony, she saw something in me before I seen it in myself. She saw it in me at a really young age, probably about 10 or 11 years old. She's always been the one to motivate me, even now to this day. Even when she has things going on in her life, she makes time out for me to encourage me, to let me know that she loves what I'm doing, she loves my progress, and for me to keep going on. So,
That is great, and it's great to sound like you guys are still in each other's lives, which is always
yes,
amazing.
she's my best friend.
I love to hear it. If I asked your friends and family, or those who are close to you, to give me one story that defines who you are, what story do you think they would tell?
I think that they would tell the story of just my progress and my determination to go to college. I was the first out of my family to go to a major university. I made it a plan in high school. In my about 10th grade year, I was in an early college program, amazing program. It was called the Gear Up program, where I went to Saginaw Valley State University for half of my day. And then the remainder of the day, I went to my regular high school. That prepared me to have college credits before I went into Wayne State, have that kind of experience at a college campus as well. Because even though Saginaw Valley is a smaller campus, it's still a major university.
What did you want to be when you was a kid?
A doctor. I wanted to be an OBGYN. My favorite aunt, she's an OBGYN, so I wanted to kind of follow in her footsteps. Unfortunately, I don't like blood, and I found out that I don't like needles. So that was not an accomplishment that I got to accomplish there.
So when you went to college at Wayne State, did you go for medical, or what did you go for?
No. So originally, I was there for pre med. Once I figured out that that wasn't a direction that I wanted to go in, I swiftly moved to business management, marketing, and advertising.
How did you like business management and marketing once you switched over?
I loved it. I quickly found out that I'm just a person that loves business. I love conducting business. I love talking business. I love sitting at a desk. I love writing with pen and paper. I don't like to do too many notes on electronically. I love everything about being in the office.
Where do you think that passion comes from?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't have too many people in my family that loves or has that aspect when it comes to being in business or in the office. I think that's just something that I grew naturally.
Outside of real estate, what lights you up? What are some things you love to do that's just for you?
Oh, read. I love to read. I love to be out in nature. I often go to nature trails. I'm actually going to one tonight. Really late. We're going about 8 p.m. with a couple of girlfriends. Read nature trails and then also just hanging out with my family, spending time with my nephews. I have 7 of them. I just got back from Texas. One of them just graduated. So that was a really huge accomplishment for him.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. How was Texas?
Oh, it was great. Not too hot. Weather was perfect. Not too many bugs. I can't complain.
That is what's up. What's your favorite genre of book to read?
um, self self-help books. Also mental stimulating books. My book that I would recommend for anyone to read is Acts and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks.
And what do you like so much about that book?
It's just a guidance. I'm also a believer in my faith. I'm really strong in my faith. So it kind of just gives us that reassurance of the source of God and just kind of helping us to guide ourselves through the system of life.
Is that the book you're currently reading?
I read that book at least 4 to 5 times a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a great book. Is there a book that you're currently reading right now?
And there is. I am currently reading Atomic Habits. Yeah.
What's something most people will be surprised to learn about you?
Surprise. I think that a lot of people would be surprised to learn that I played Powder Puff in college. I was a running back and also cornerback. So I'm small, but I'm fast and I can catch.
Okay. So how was it being a girl on a football team?
Oh, it was fun. I mean, everyone there were women, from the coach to the players to the referees. So it was an exciting experience just seeing a different aspect of the sport, being a male dominant sport, to being with women and doing the same thing.
How did you get into football?
I love football. The moment that I got to college, and even though we were a D3 school, I just love the aspect of the game. I love the aspect of the crowd, the fans, being there on the field also was a really great experience.
Do you remember your favorite football game from when you was in college?
No, again, we were a D3 school, so we didn't win much. We got hit pretty hard. So the most exciting part, I guess, was the popcorn and the hot dogs.
You said that you're a business-minded person at heart, even down to loving paperwork.
Mhm.
Where do you think that love for structure and details help you now into your real estate journey?
It's helping me become more organized. So before I didn't have much of a structure. I'm learning now to have time blocking schedule, a time that I just have for calls, a time that I just have for emails, a time that I just have to prospect. And then within that time blocking, I don't work on anything else besides what's dedicated to that time block.
That is smart.
Mhm.
Smart. It's a great way to get work done because
Mhm.
anyway, it just be fleeting left and
Yeah.
right. Who has had the biggest impact on your life or your mindset so far, and what did they teach you?
I would say my aunt Ella. She passed away about a year ago. Thank you. So during my time, my first year at Wayne State, it was a requirement for me to stay on campus on the weekday, and then on weekends, I had to go home. So instead of going home, I went to my aunt's house, who lives in Detroit. Being there with her, she taught me patience. She gave me guidance a lot on the property management that she had. She had a company that was thriving. So she taught me and walked with me into that space with her.
That is amazing. I'm pretty sure you carry her legacy with you now.
I do.
I love to hear it. You said your greatest accomplishment is learning to know and accept yourself. Can you tell me a little bit more about that journey?
Yeah. So I've been on a journey for a while now, at least about 2 years, just trying to find myself. I've been through different avenues, hostings. I've had a podcast. I've worked with a radio station. I've done so many different things from fashion shows that I was just trying to find my niche and find my groove for something that I just absolutely love, that I will want to wake up in the morning and say, I want to do this for a really long time. And I found that with real estate.
So, when you said that you had to learn to sort of accept yourself, what is something you love about the person you have become?
I'm loving how just confident I am in myself. I no longer walk into a room and try to find the darkest corner available for me to just hide out in and stay away from people, not have as many conversations. Now I walk into the room, I'm wanting to speak to everyone. I'm greeting everyone with a loud vocal voice and just greeting everyone and just trying to build a relationship as well.
That is great. It is hard for me to imagine that you being shy and not being
Mhm.
an outgoing person because your personality is so lively and bubbly.
Mhm. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Sometimes I'm still kinda shy sometimes to this day, depending on what room I'm in.
You recently made the leap into full time real estate. What pushed you to say, I'm ready to bet on myself?
Me, I wanted to see me win, and I also wanted, my peers, my family around me to win. There's just so much that we have not been exposed to, different avenues, teaching wealth, building leadership, building communities, upbringing communities, reestablishing, rehabilitating communities. It's something that I'm very driven on right now and I'm very passionate about.
Real estate can be overwhelming, especially early on. What's been the hardest part so far, and how are you pushing through it?
The hardest part so far was that time managing. Having the overload of calls come in when you do get your foot going and get your foot in the door, it could be very overwhelming trying to schedule showings, make it on time for those showings, make it on time for listing appointments, make it on time for buyers consultations. That's something else that I've had a little bit of trouble with in the beginning. I didn't know exactly how to conduct a buyer's consultation or a listing consultation. I had to really sit down and build a system for myself that works for me, that I'm able to just walk into that consultation with my full personality and also my knowledge as well.
Yeah, you figure when you are in real estate, you're learning how to be a showing agent. You're
Mhm.
learning how to be a selling agent.
Mhm.
You're learning how to be an agent, and you're learning how
Mhm.
to be a business owner
Yeah.
all at once. So it's
Mhm.
a lot to kind of take in
Yeah.
as you start. So it sounds like you're navigating it well, and you have a good support system. So that's really good.
Yes.
You worked in the mortgage world before becoming an agent. How did that background shape the way you approach this side of business?
Yeah. So working in the mortgage field, I first started off in title during subordinations, and then I moved over to underwriting. So that kind of just gave me the knowledge to pass on to my buyers and also to my sellers of how to understand the market, when or when not to buy in the market, when to sell in the market. So just working in that industry in regards to mortgaging really shifted me to provide that knowledge to my clients.
That's always great when you can take your experiences and pass it along to your
Mhm.
clients. When you imagine the kind of agent you want to be known as, what words or values come to mind?
Knowledgeable, efficient, productive. One of the huge ones that I really want to be known for. I want my productivity to speak for itself. I want my numbers to speak for me. And I also want the presence of me just having that communication, then also showing up on time. People take that as a neglect. An agent or a client will leave you behind because you are not on time.
That even rhyme. What are a few things you've already learned that you think every new agent should hear early on?
Network. Networking is going to be a huge part of your business. Networking with not just agents, but sellers, buyers. You also want to go to the city council meetings. You want to know who are making these rules in your area, whether you're in a local city or just your entire state overall. You want to know who are making these decisions for your client.
Perfect. And what can a potential client expect from you as their agent?
A potential client can expect a partnership. As of right now, I'm looking to build relationships. Um, I want to have partnerships with my clients, not just to buy or sell a home, but also just on a personal aspect as well.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
If your journey so far was a movie,
Mhm.
what would the title be, and what would the song play during the closing credits?
Oh, these are some fun questions, but they're stuffing me up. Okay, execute. Okay, execute.
If your journey so far was a movie, what would the title be, and what song would play during the credits?
The title would be Shark Tank. And what would be playing in the background is a Big Sean song, more than likely Platinum and Wood.
I love it. If you can go pro in any sport, no limitations, what sport would you choose and why?
Tennis. I've never played tennis before, but for one, I love the outfits. And for two, I just feel like I would be efficient in it. I'm really fast. I love to compete at a really high level. And every woman that I've seen in that aspect seems like they train hard, they work hard, and they get good results.
What kind of player would you be?
A loud one. I'll be a loud player. Every hit I make, you will hear a sound from me for sure.
If you had one superpower to use in life, what would it be and how would you use it?
Invisibility. If I had one superpower, it would be invisibility. I would use it to go in and out of rooms that I need to hear in regards to like negotiations. I want to hear exactly what they're negotiating against my clients, or I just want to see exactly what's going on in certain rooms that I can't be
Mm.
in.
So I'm gonna circle back around. You get the gift. Every first time home buyer, one magical item for their new home. What would it be and why?
I would give a projector. It's something that homeowners, don't typically buy. It's something that they don't think to buy. It's something that I love that I have in my home that I use often, and then it's also something really cool for the kiddos to get on.
Love it. I love it. If you can have dinner with any person, living or otherwise, who would you have dinner with? What would you guys eat and what would you talk about?
I would have dinner with Michelle Obama. She's been a huge inspiration to me, to Black women, Black girls, and even Black men across the country. We'll sit down and talk about life. I'll get some advice on her on marriage, relationships, dating. And then I'm pretty sure we'll eat tacos, some type of Mexican or cuisine.
Why tacos?
Because I love tacos, and she's just gonna have to eat what I love.
Why is she such an inspiration to you?
Just for me, she was the most educational Black woman that I've seen growing up at that time on TV, on and off TV. She was with a successful man as well, very educational, and that just inspired me to be the businesswoman that I am today.
If you can take any values from her and apply it to yourself, what would it be?
To have grace and to have patience with others. Something that I am trying to instill in myself right now is to have just grace and patience.
What does success look like to you now?
What success looks like for me is having those people, my peers, my community around me that also has that success. My success comes from other.
You mentioned growing closer to God. How does faith influence the way you move through real estate and through life?
Yeah. So faith influences majority, if not all, of the way that I move through real estate and also in life. It's just teaching me to have that connectivity with others, not to shelter myself, not to shelter my knowledge, and to expand that guidance and expand that word as well.
What's one thing you want young women, especially those who's watching you right now, who see themselves in you to know about chasing their dreams?
Don't stop. No matter where you start, it's not where you finish. As long as you have that motivation, as long as you have that confidence and that encouragement from yourself, just keep going and you will get there.
What's something in life you still want to accomplish that you haven't checked off yet?
I want to get my doctorates. Something that I have not expressed to many people, but I am in a process right now of getting my doctorates.
Is there anything upcoming that you want to put on people's radar?
Okay, so upcoming that I would love to put out there and put on other people's radar is that I am in a process of starting a brand new podcast. This time around, it's going to be on real estate, it's going to be on building equity and building health and wealth in the Black community.
Oh, that's amazing. We have to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
For someone who wants to work with you, where can people find you online or follow what you're working on?
So you can find me across all social platforms. Pretty simple. The Alexus Green. I'm on Facebook, Alexus Green. If you just search for Alexus Green, you will find me.
All right. And then last question. If someone only knew your title as a real estate agent, they might miss who you really are. What would you want them to know about you beyond the title?
Beyond the title of real estate, I would want them to know that I am a genuine person. I am a heartfelt person, and I am there. I am someone that would be there for them. no matter what.
Perfect. I thank you so much for spending time with us today at Faces of Real Estate.
Thank you. I enjoyed myself.
That is great.